Welcome back, everyone, to our second episode. I, Shankar, with Yogesh and Rahul from the Gully Cricketers, bring you to the post match analysis between India and Australia from yesterday's game. Let me just say this, guys. We have had an absolute classic from both the sides. And the team that held the nerves won at the end. Viewers, I also want to point out here how much of our pre match predictions were true because we were data driven. Yogesh pointed out at how much Iyer will be a crucial, which no doubt Iyer failed to be the key player, but we did predict that. And then Rahul predicting how much of Mitch Stark is going to be key, taking early wickets, which he did. Hazelwood was a surprise element, but the CSK boy, guys, and I predicted Kale and Kohli to be the key players. Just exactly turned out to be. For anyone who have the doubt, please refer to our episode number 1. Anyway, today we are slightly focusing more on emotion as well. Now, we'll certainly go into our in-depth analysis. Before that, uh, a quick sentence, if you could give me your initial reaction, Raul and Yogesh.
Oh, I am extremely overjoyed. I'm super excited. To beat an Australian team in a World Cup in this dominant fashion and to start off the World Cup as 1-0, I couldn't be more happy. This was awesome.
Yeah, fabulous start. These two are the contenders for the World Cup. That's what experts are saying. And then to have such a great game between these two huge teams is fabulous. A treat for the eye.
What can I say? I just go back to my favorite commentator, Bill Lorry. It was an absolute ripper. He will say that, and it has happened. Ah, coming back to the crucial, important question which we got to analyze, guys. Difference between the two sides. What was the key difference? Yoga.
Yeah, the key difference was the spin department. Uh, Indian spinners really played well. Indian spinners balled their quota of 30 overs, what Rahul had said the other day, and gave away 104 runs and took 6 wickets, which is just above 3.5 runs. And Australian spinners bowled only 16 overs between them and gave away 88 runs for 0 wickets. And that actually changed the game. And Jadeja came in the middle and from a good score, a healthy score of 110 for 2, reduced Australia to 119 for 5. And that was the key element that on the key impact that the spinners provided. So yeah, the spin department has to be the key.
Raul.
I agree with everything that Yogesh has said. I want to add on to that. The way Warner and Smith, after being well set, played spin and were
Yep.
happy with 4 runs per over, that is very uncharacteristic of an Australian batting lineup. So, yeah, I agree with what Yogesh has said.
I just want to say, you know, the Wonder Boy, Sergi, as they call Chennai Super Kings, Sergi. Uh, धमाका बचा दिया यार धमाका कर दिया वो right in the middle he bowled at good length the middle stump and he did get one of the goat Steve Smith right. Steve Smith was absolutely clueless. He was trying to get the in and out shot, but nah, he was excellent there. And I just want to also point out the way, you know, I don't have to say this, but Virat Kohli and Kale played a magical innings. Let me just point out one crucial data: 47 singles, guys, by none other than Virat Kohli. And to back that, Kale Rahul scored 44 singles. And the favorite productive shot for Virat was not his cover drive, but is the flick, which he just went for 44 times. I mean, not 44 times, yes, majority of times. And Kale was good at cover drive, wasn't he? Did Marsh
Yeah,
give up the game with a drop catch?
I don't think so. No. I think Australia lost the game when they scored 199.
Yep.
Uh, the way KL batted, that's the reason why I'm able to say that I don't think that the catch dropped by Mitchell Marsh was a game changer. That being said, being 24 for 4, that's what it would have been, I guess. Would have been much more challenging. Would have tested Hardik Pandya, but I think the way KL Rahul batted, I want to say, nope, that was not the difference maker. The difference maker was Australia's batting.
I do
Yogesh.
think Marsh dropped the game. Uh, Virat
Mm,
Kohli's wicket at that time would have dented India's confidence big time. And then Hardik Pandya and Ishan Kishan did had a partnership against Pakistan in the Asia Cup of 180 runs. So
yeah.
Hardik Pandya does have the capability, but in the opening game of a World Cup in a high pressure game, I would not expect him to repeat that. KL played well,
Yeah.
and India has a long tail as well. So afterward, Jadeja not in great form. Ashwin has not batted, and then Kuldeep and the two fast bowlers, none of them bat. So Kohli's wicket was critical, and Mitchell Marsh should have done a lot better than what he did.
He should have,
Rahul, I
for
must
sure.
agree. I must agree with Yogesh here. I think he's absolutely right. Kohli at that stage would have given Indian fans absolute, as they say, art attack at that stage. Again, this slang is used by Indians. I know that, and it would have given them the art attack for sure. But I haven't seen this Australian drop their shoulders at any time like this after that catch was dropped. I have not seen that from any Australian side. And I also was very interested to see the rotation of strikes by KL Rahul and King Kohli. I haven't seen Australia. Australians were clueless at there. You must say that. Should Australia be worried at this stage?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they have picked the wrong squad. They've picked just
Mm,
one frontline spinner in Adam Zampa, and
yep,
he's not in the best of forms. They had Ashton Agar. When
yep.
he got injured, they replaced him with Marnus to strengthen the middle order. But they missed out on the fact that on turning pitches in India, Ashton Agar could have been lethal. Nathan Lyon, as I hear, is fit, and he also informed the selection committee, Andrew McDonald, that he's
Mm,
available. He was not
mm,
picked for certain reason, and now he cannot be included in the side unless someone gets injured. So
mm.
Australia definitely has to be worried about this fact. Although
Yep,
they're a
yep,
great side, known to bounce back, but
yep.
not having the right squad and right people is going to hurt them
Mm.
big time.
Do you think there could be a chance of injury and Lion coming back, just like how Indians went with Ashwin? Do you think so?
It could be, but I doubt that'll happen. I think for that to happen, a bowler like a Cameron Green
Yep,
or a Marcus Stoinis has to get injured, and these are unpredictable instances. So you really don't know what would happen.
for sure, for sure. Raul.
Yeah, and not to mention that they have put Sangha as the reserve player. So I don't know if in the pecking order Sangha comes ahead of Lyon, which if I was an Australian fan, I wouldn't want that, but as an Indian fan, I'll take it. I'll take it any day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to say, I mean, Australia should be worried because they're playing obviously South Africa next game and then Sri Lanka. South Africa is in the hot form. Sorry, Sri Lanka first and then South Africa. Either way, but they might get past Sri Lanka. That's fine, assuming that they get past South Africa. Uh, they scored what 425, and they're looking absolutely hot with the two spinners, Shamsi and the left hammer, and they can defeat them. So then they have Pakistan, who at that stage might be very unpredictable. And you don't want to go with the 5 games where you already have lost 3 out of 4 games. So you don't want to do that. So I think Australia will be a bit worried at this stage.
Mhm.
Areas for improvement, guys, from Bharatiya perspective. What do you reckon, Rahul?
I'd wanna make sure that Hardik Pandya can bowl 8 to 10 overs. He was the only weak link, so to say, in today's bowling display. He
Yep,
offered way too many boundary balls.
yep.
Again, that was a small sample set, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, Hardik Pandya should be able to bowl a full 8 to 10 quota of overs. That's extremely important. Fast bowling all rounders are like gold dust. That's all I have said.
Yeah.
Yogesh.
And another weak link I see is Shreyas Iyer, and we discussed this the other day that if India are 10 for 2, we want Shreyas Iyer to come in and then bat 30 overs. I think that's worrisome if he cannot do that. It's not about he got out, it's about the way he got out. He didn't put his foot forward and drove along the ground. He played away from the body shot, lofted shot, with his foot grounded where they were. And that's worrisome for a middle order player or someone who comes early in the innings. And so at some point in time, I'm going to say that we're going to see KL bat at four, Surya coming in to replace Shreyas at five, and then followed by
Mm,
Pandya. That's what I suspect will happen.
mm,
But yes, middle order is worry for India.
mm.
And they are also affected by Shubman Gill's dengue. So
Yep.
those are
Yep.
the two concerns I have.
No, I completely agree with you, Yogesh. There, Iyer asked to find form. I believe all these youngsters, Ishan Kishan, the way he went out, Iyer, they have to find form. Because if you go back to the World Cup which we won, 2011 World Cup under MS Dhoni, the legend, I just want to make sure that you know these things doesn't happen again. Like when we lost that final, sorry, when we won that final, when we lost Sachin Tendulkar and Sehwag, the youngsters around them played a significant role. And I want these youngsters like Ayers, Ishan Kishan to have that role in this current format. And you're absolutely right. We need Ayer to find form. If he wants to stay in this team forever, come on, guys. He needs to find form. There's no other goal. That brings us end to this post-match analysis. Thank you very much. And I just want to say, please subscribe. We want to make this an effective and more entertaining in coming more episodes. So please subscribe to us. Please like and share. And we look forward. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Right.
you.